Welcome into the Good Old Fashioned Dislike Podcast, brought to you by our Super Bowl live stream on Facebook.com/ Ben and Travis. The panel of Dislike will be spinning the wheel of Will all night, so tune in to see us do some not so fun feats and pushing our culinary limits. On this podcast, we typically pick a football rivalry and we submit that rivalry to the panel of Dislike. They will come up with reasons why we like one team, dislike one team, and vice versa. By the end, we come to a conclusion of where loyalties lie, mainly based on non-football things, but that's what's so much fun. Be sure to join us in our Pick'em Challenge by clicking the link in the description and answering our Super Bowl 57 questionnaire to win a prize if you get the highest percentage correct and you beat the panel of Dislike. Look out for your opportunity to submit your picks on twitter.com/Ben and Travis. Now to the professionals of Dislike. You can click that link down in the bottom in the description and see what picks you want to make and all that good stuff and compete against us while you're at it. And so we want to get down to it. We'll start off with the first question for the panel of Dislike, and that is, will when the Super Bowl has its coin toss, its ceremonial coin toss, who will win the toss? And Ben, Will, and I all think the coin will land on tails because it never fails. But our resident Barner Blake, member of the panel, says it will be heads. So the official pick is tails, but we'll be going against each other. Also, there's competition between the panel of Dislike on who will get a custom jersey at the end. Ben and I are tied. Ben and I and Will are all tied for first place. And Blake is just one behind us, and it'll come down to who wins the Super Bowl plus March Madness. The next question, and be sure to comment with your answer, how you think things will go. We obviously want you to submit on the Google form. That is not in the description on TikTok, but it is in the description on Facebook and YouTube, and will be on the audio version of this later on. So be sure to check that out as well. Very excited about all the stuff going on. So our next pick will be who will win the toss for the Super Bowl. So who do you think is going to win the toss? Ben is the only member of the panel that's going with the Chiefs. So the official picks are the Eagles. That means me, Will, and Blake are all in agreement that the Eagles will win the coin toss to start the Super Bowl. And then the next question is how long will the national anthem be? I can't even tell you who's doing the national anthem this year. I don't know if they put that out. I'm sure they have. Will it be under 2 minutes, 2 minutes exactly, or over 2 minutes? And Will Mahan is the only panel. Will the Thrill is the only panel member to go the over. He thinks it'll be over 2 minutes. Ben, Blake, and myself think it will go under 2 minutes. So there's that as well. Then the next question is what will the first play be? Will it be a pass or a run? Blake is the only one to say that the first play will be a pass. So the official choice of Ben and Travis is the first offensive play will be a run, as myself, Ben, and Will all think. The next question is who will be the first member of the panel to spin the wheel of Will upon losing rock, paper, scissors on Sunday. So we'll live broadcast from benandtravis.com/Ben and Travis. And we will spin the wheel of Will when certain crazy things happen, like a few years ago when Rob Gronkowski spiked the ball. When we said, if he spikes the ball in the end zone, we'll spin the wheel of Will. Whoever's turn it is, they have to do the thing that is on the wheel of Will. So we certainly want to see that fun stuff. So who's going to have to spin the wheel of Will first? And the only person who said it's not going to be Ben is Ben. And so the official pick is that Ben will spin the wheel of Will first. And Ben thought that Blake would, but the official pick is Ben because 3 of the 4 picked that he will do it. The next question is the jersey number of the first person to score a touchdown. Will it be an even or odd number? Even or odd number to score the first touchdown in the Super Bowl. Will is the only one who believes the player will be wearing an even number. So the official pick is the number will be odd. will be odd. My thinking on that was Patrick Mahomes is number 15. Jalen Hurts is number 1. That's probably a pretty good guess on the odd, but Will saying even. He's the only dissenter. And our next question is our first question. That is our Friday Refresh podcast unanimous decision. And it is that the first score of the game will be a touchdown. We all four agree on the Friday Refresh podcast unanimous decision that the first score will be a touchdown. And isn't it refreshing when we can all get along? It might even be a little motivating. But look out for the next Friday Refresh this Friday at benandtravis.com. Ben does a great job. It's a 3 to 5 minute motivational podcast every other Friday. The next question is who will score the first touchdown of the Super Bowl? And 3/4 of the panel thinks that it will be the Chiefs that will score the first touchdown. And Ben is the dissenter. He's going against the panel. And so the official pick, 3/4 of the panel say that the Chiefs will score the first touchdown. And then the next question is, and the trend continues, as Ben is the only one, yet again, saying that the Chiefs will be the first team to punt the ball, while the rest of us think the Eagles will be punting first. And so that is the official pick. Go Eagles, Ashley _8385. Yes, I am cheering for the Eagles this Sunday as well. Gone, Jalen. Well, the next question, last one was three before, was our Friday Refresh podcast unanimous and our first split decision, and therefore the necessary coin flip of doom and destruction is brought to you by the Helping Healing Humor with Ben and Travis podcast. And so this flip will occur to determine the official pick. Blake and Will think that Kansas City will be leading at halftime, while Ben and myself think that Philadelphia will be leading at the break. So the Helping Healing Humor podcast logo will represent the Philadelphia, Ben and Travis. The Helping Healing Humor podcast logo will represent the Chiefs, and the Ben and Travis logo will represent the Eagles. And so we will have the coin flip of doom and destruction to determine. And it is the Helping Healing Humor podcast logo. And so the official pick is the Chiefs will be leading at halftime. The Chiefs will be leading at halftime of Super Bowl 57. Be sure to let us know in the comments what you think, what your answers are to these questions. And our next pick is whether there will be a defensive or special teams touchdown during the Super Bowl, during the game. Blake is the only one who thinks there will be no defensive or special teams touchdown scored in the game. So the official pick, that would be Ben, myself, and Will, all think that there will be a defensive or special teams touchdown during the Super Bowl. The next one is if there will be a missed field goal during the Super Bowl, and Will goes against the rest of the panel in thinking that there will be a missed field goal. So the official pick of Super Bowl 57 for Ben and Travis is that there won't be a missed field goal, although Will disagrees. Our next question is whether or not there will be an onside kick. And the panel is split down the middle, with Ben and Blake believing there will be an onside kick, while Travis and Will disagree, bringing about our second coin flip of doom and destruction, brought to you by the Helping Healing Humor with Ben and Travis podcast. It's a half an hour mental health podcast from a Christian perspective, available every Tuesday at benandtravis.com. Helping Healing Humor logo, this one there, and that one, will represent no onside kick. The Helping Healing Humor logo, no onside kick, and the Ben and Travis logo will represent the onside kick. That will happen. So here we go. Second coin flip of doom and destruction. There it is. And it is the Ben and Travis logo. Make sure I've got this understanding. Ben and Travis. Yes, so there will be an onside kick is the official pick of Ben and Travis. Oh, There's our second coin flip of doom and destruction. Once again, hit that link in the description if you're on Facebook or YouTube. Take you over to our Google form, and you can challenge us on all of these picks. If you beat us, then we'll get you a prize. If you beat us and everybody else, you will win. That leads us to our second Friday Refresh podcast, unanimous decision, and that there will be a successful 2-point conversion. Everybody on the panel thinks that there will be a 2-point conversion and it will be successful. That's just the analytics we live in these days. And of course, we all need motivation, our motivation refresh from time to time. So be sure to check out the newest 3 to 5 minute Friday refresh this Friday at benandtravis.com. Ben does a great job with those. All right. On the question of which team will have the most total yards, 3/4 of the panel think the Chiefs will have the most total yards, and the only dissenter is Blake. He says the Eagles will have the most total yards, while the rest of us think the Chiefs will. And so that makes the official pick that the Chiefs will have the most total yards this Sunday during the Super Bowl. All right. Let's see, make sure we're not getting any comments on Facebook or YouTube that we need to share with the world. All right, next question. This is the question of the team who will have the most turnovers. So the question of the most turnovers will lead to our third coin flip of doom and destruction, brought to you by the Helping Healing Humor with Ben and Travis podcast. Travis and Blake, Blake and I, both think the Eagles will have the most turnovers, while Ben and Will think otherwise. Travis and Blake will be represented by the Helping Healing Humor logo. So the Helping Healing Humor logo on the coin represents that the Eagles will have the most turnovers, and the Ben and Travis logo will represent that the Chiefs have the most turnovers. So here we go. There's the flip. It is the Helping Healing Humor with Ben and Travis podcast logo. And so we think the Eagles will have the most turnover, and that is the official pick. The Eagles, the most turnovers. All right. The next question leads to our next Friday Refresh podcast unanimous decision, in that the entire panel says the Eagles will have the most penalty yards on Sunday. Sure is refreshing when we all can get along. Look out for the newest Friday Refresh to motivate you through the month this Friday at benandtravis.com. The next question brings on our fourth Helping Healing Humor with Ben and Travis podcast, coin flip of doom and destruction. Ben and I agree that Patrick Mahomes will throw the most interceptions, but Will and Blake say that the interception total will be a tie. So there's a couple of options on this one. It could be Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, someone else, or tied. And Ben and I both agree Patrick Mahomes will throw the most interceptions, while Will and Blake say that the interception total will be tied at the end of the game. And so the Ben and Travis logo will represent, Ben and Travis logo will represent Pat Mahomes having more picks, while the Helping Healing Humor logo will represent it being a tie. There's the flip. There's the Helping Healing Humor it is. And so the interception total will be a tie as I drop the coin of doom and destruction. So there's all that fun stuff. So look out for the next episode of the Helping Healing Humor with Ben and Travis podcast this Tuesday at benandtravis.com. We let those things fly every Tuesday. Those are weekly, while the Friday refresh is every other Friday. All but one of the panel believes the Eagles will score last. And my first dissenting voice of the year, first time, I think that the Chiefs will score last. But unfortunately, I'm the odd man out. And so that means the Eagles will score last, or at least that's the official pick of Ben and Travis. As far as the Super Bowl 57's MVP is concerned, Ben and Will both agree that Jalen Hurts will be the MVP. Blake thinks it will be Patrick Mahomes, and I'm going with another Chiefs offensive player. So 2 out of 4 ain't bad. Since 2 people agree, that is the official pick, and I am hoping, as I am a really big Jalen Hurts fan. So I'm hoping that is true. I hope Jalen wins it. Go on, Jalen. So now to the ultimate outcome. As far as the ultimate outcome, we'll start with the name at the top of the page, and that is Ben has the Eagles winning Super Bowl 57, 38-35. 38-35. Officially, Ben's pick is the Eagles. I, unfortunately, am picking the Chiefs. I'm cheering for the Eagles, but I'm picking the Chiefs to win it 35-32. So that's one for each team. Will has the Eagles winning. He has the Eagles winning by 10, by double digits. It's actually the largest win total that everybody's thinking. Will has the Eagles winning by 10, 34-24. And then Blake brings it to a split decision, going with the Chiefs in a 38-33 victory. And so the decision is split between the Eagles and Chiefs. Ben and Will going with the Eagles. Blake and I going with the Chiefs. And so we turn once again to the Helping Healing Humor with Ben and Travis podcast, coin flip of doom and destruction to determine our official winner of Super Bowl 57. The Helping Healing Humor is a half-hour podcast about mental health from a Christian perspective. You can get the new episode every Tuesday at benandtravis.com. The Eagles will be represented by the Ben and Travis logo. Ben and Travis logo. And the Chiefs will be represented by the Helping Healing Humor logo. So, coin flip is the Ben and Travis logo. And so the Eagles are the official pick of Ben and Travis to win the Super Bowl. And our score prediction is the Eagles 34, the Chiefs 33. And I will be really happy with that outcome. As I've stated already, I'm cheering for the Eagles to win. And so there you have it, folks. There are the Ben and Travis official picks. Once again, I want to tell you to be sure to check out the description, hit that link, and it should take you to the Google form to fill out our challenge, pick 'em. Whoever gets the most right, and that includes us. If you can't beat the panel, then you're not the winner. So you got to beat the panel in your picks and all that good stuff. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Good Old Fashioned Dislike Podcast. I don't always do a video for the podcast, but you can find that over at TikTok, or you can look us up on your podcast platform. We're on all those. So check out benandtravis.com, the Helping Healing Humor podcast with Ben and Travis, the Friday Refresh, and the Good Old Fashioned Dislike. So for me and the panel of Dislike, we look forward to seeing you on our Super Bowl live stream next Sunday. Be sure to tune in. Let us know what you think. And hey, if you got any opinions and thoughts on what should be on the Will of Will, we gladly take those, or maybe even what triggers the Will of Will. There's certain things that happen in the Super Bowl. And so when those things happen, Patrick Mahomes throws a no-look pass. And then all of a sudden we'll have to spin the wheel, and we have to do whatever comes up on the wheel. I think sardines were involved last year. So hope to see you at benandtravis.com, facebook.com/Ben and Travis as we live stream. We're going to try to get on YouTube as well. But if not, we'll see you then. The golden dislike goes to the referees. Please do not determine the outcome of this game.